Trophy Hunter makes your last breath abilities also slay abilities. He's weak with basically no hero power in the early game, and becomes more powerful as the game progresses. Let's get into it. For the early game, we will be mostly ignoring our hero power. Play the best board or most stats possible every turn. Don't get baited by Black Cat thinking it's great synergy with our hero power. If it's the best pick, great. If not, there's nothing wrong with passing it up for better early game minions. Level 3 we should still be playing the strongest board, so don't be scared of playing Stag for stats or weaving in a Wicked Witch with your evils whenever. If you manage to get royals, picking a good witch is a good stepping stone into Friendly Spirit. Shadow Assassin is most generally a bait on Trophy Hunter, but there are definitely some situations where you can fit her in, especially if you found it relatively early and already have some units to scale her. Romeo also isn't a bad take, as taking Juliet on 4 will allow Romeo to slay and summon 2 Juliets. Albeit a minor combo, it can still be quite powerful in the mid game. Honorable mentions on 3. Lucky. He has decent synergy with our hero power to gain some economy, but falls off quickly, can hit units we don't want, and also doesn't synergize with things that we want to do on level 4. Princess Peep is interesting for a slat 5 slay, but you never have room to take full advantage from the slay. Having a good witch or madman would of course be preferable if you take this route. Tweedledee. Generally, just not great. Slay payoff is weak, even less so since the Princess White nerf. Like Lucky, it won't really synergize with our plans on 4. Also worth noting to avoid the prize pig unless you like feeding gold. Quickly, I want to go over some early treasures that are great picks to set up for success. Tier 2. Bounty Board, to gain economy from your slays. Hermes Boots, to help you achieve those slays. Monster Manual, albeit a bit more situational, can scale your last breath monsters, i.e. Grimsoul, Friendly Spirit, and even Shadow Assassins. Tier 3. Bad Moon. Great to help you scale Friendly Spirits and even your Grimsouls. Sting, to help your slot 1 slay. And Cloak of the Assassin, to buff your last breath and your slay characters. So you made it to the mid game. How healthy are we looking? Level 4 is when things, hopefully, get interesting for our build. Let's start with the most common, also the most powerful combos on 4, Friendly Spirit and Grimsoul. Taking these in any order is usually okay depending on your life total. Grimsoul is just a great unit that we will usually want, regardless if we already have Friendly Spirit or not. Friendly Spirit can carry us through level 4, especially if we have buffs, whether that be through the board or through spells along the way. Copycat is interesting, but I usually avoid it even after the buff. It can be paired with backline Grimsouls, but it makes for really awkward positioning on your board. Puff Puffs are interesting, as their base stats are slightly lower than the comparable Juliet, but they of course scale when dying and slaying with our hero. If you have no other options from your card choices, it may be okay to go Puff Puff. Speaking of Juliet, this is where we can acquire her if we found a Romeo and get some Romeo slays. This combo can be paired with treasures such as Reduplicator or Sky Castle to help you get through the mid game. Levels 5 and 6 are when things really get interesting for Trophy Hunter. If you didn't manage to find any decent synergy on 4, it is likely we can manage to get something going on 5, although you may still find yourself taking cards like Friendly Spirit even on level 5, which is okay, but there are some other strong slay targets which we can also find on 5, notably Wretched Mummy and Monster Book. Now it's time to find Baba Yagas and pair them with your Grimsouls and powerful slay units. Grimsoul slain in front of Baba Yaga is one of the most powerful things a Trophy Hunter can do, especially if the unit that Grimsoul is proccing is also in front of a Baba Yaga. Horn of Olympus is a great tool to help that happen from tier 5 treasures, and can lead to some amazing interactions. Ah, we just attack first again, it's that easy. Okay, well. Okay, I guess. What the fuck? Along the way to level 6, if we're planning on taking a good boy if we see him, we should consider Beauty's influence if we come across it. Most likely played on our Baba Yaga to allow them to receive good boy buffs. If you manage to get tier 6 treasures, Evil Eye will double the effects of your Baba Yagas. Ivory Owl is great with good boy, Friendly Spirit, and Grimsoul to gain some passive scaling on their stats. Wand of Weirding can also be used to get double buffs on your good boy, Friendly Spirits, as well as help you close out games with double Pigamorphs. Stinging Swords is instant stats for your good boy, Friendly Spirits, and Grimsouls to help them slay, along with Spear of Achilles, which is less powerful but definitely worth considering with its buff. It's also worth noting that there is an infinite combo you can do with Trophy Hunter, though now slightly nerfed. It involves croc baiting one of your Grimsouls, then using another Grimsoul to proc the croc. This leads to an endless loop of summoning Grimsouls that die and summon more Grimsouls. The combo was slightly nerfed last patch as they made it to where a single position can only attack 5 times in a row. This can still beat a lot of boards, but it is vulnerable to scam. So it's worth noting that having 2 Grimsouls in your front line would be a good idea. Summoning Portal will also speed up combats, as they will take quite a long time depending on the opponent's board and their stats. Thanks for watching my Trophy Hunter guide. If you enjoyed it or learned something new, consider subscribing. If you want to see more guides in the future akin to these, please let me know in the comments of the heroes you'd enjoy learning. If you enjoy live streams, I also stream on Twitch, generally Monday to Friday, around 9 AM US Central Time. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.